Hey everybody, it's Pooty Katia, and my channel has turned 1 year old. Now, when I started this channel, it was to become a little bit more outgoing, a little less shy, and I feel like I've succeeded a little bit in that. I obviously want to thank everyone who has decided to subscribe to me. I haven't gone out and tried to find people to subscribe to me at all. I don't post places really. So you've all kind of found me on your own, and I really appreciate that you enjoy what I'm doing enough to subscribe to me. So what I'm going to do today is use my spreadsheet random game picker and select a game from my Steam library at random to go ahead and check out. Now, Abbey of Crime, I really have not heard of this game before, so I'm just going to go in blind and see how it goes. The Abbey of Crime involves two monks who are tasked with solving some violent deaths that are occurring at an abbey. When I first started playing this game, I thought it was a really beautiful looking new game, since Steam said it released in 2016. I thought it was a new game that was made to look retro, but the controls are really weird, and that made me actually look up a little bit about it. I wanted to see if the manual had any information about the controls, and the manual itself actually had a copyright of 1987. Now, this made me very interested because obviously these graphics are a little too good for 1987, and I went on a little hunt on Wikipedia and found out that this game was actually made by a Spanish programmer and is considered one of the best 8-bit computer games of all time. Now, this made me a little embarrassed because I have never heard of this game before. Obviously, these graphics aren't the original, and it has been redone. It's been redone several times, but I don't think that anyone has redone it to this point where the sprites are all kind of completely fresh and recolored. Back in the original game, they had very limited color palettes to use because of the limitations that computers and their memory had back then. So whoever redid this put a lot of love into it because they put a lot of work into redoing this, and the Abbey itself is actually quite beautiful and detailed. And on top of the really well done graphics for the game, it is actually free. That's right, this is all free. Someone put a ton of work into redoing this game, and I'm not sure if it's just a love of the game or just licensing or what. I know that the original programmer, he actually stopped making video games because he felt like there was too much commercialization in the video gaming industry, so maybe making it free is just a really nice way to pay tribute to that programmer. As this is based on an older game, as I said, the controls are kind of weird for it. I tried using the keyboard directionals for it, but it's really confusing because the direction keys will both turn and move you, so it's kind of weird. They have two different options for movement with the keyboard, but then I found you can use the mouse, and that was a little easier, although not perfect. Not only is the Abbey huge and kind of hard to navigate on its own, the camera angle will change, and that makes it a little bit more confusing. And this is where I have to confess that I did end up looking at a guide a little bit. It was written in French, and I did not bother to translate it. I just wanted to get a little bit of a stepping stone to get started with the game, and that guide kind of led me to this map, and once I got the map, it was way easier to navigate and stop running around in circles. So I do recommend, if you're getting frustrated with the game, get the map and see how well you do after that, because that'll just kind of help you from just going around and around in the courtyard, being lost like I was. I'm gonna do my best to finish this game, hopefully without a guide, but I can see where I can only probably take it in very small doses before I end up getting a little frustrated with the controls and such. Now, I did end up getting stuck a few times and having to restart the game, and that quickly trained me to save the game very frequently, because you don't want to get boxed in at dinner and then have to start over completely from scratch. So make sure you save very frequently. Obviously, you're going to need to have a love for retro gaming and nostalgia to enjoy this game as well. And I do want to re-emphasize that I am quite embarrassed that I had not heard of this game prior to this. Hopefully everyone's not too disgusted with me not having heard of this before. And I'm very thankful that the random script that I made selected this, because I kind of really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I now know about this game. It's a little bit of history that I uncovered just by chance. I am glad that whoever made this game did it, and I want to thank them for putting all this effort into it.